Good witness to the madness that was
Heels, pops, and chair shots.
HPC.
Heels, pops, and chair shots.
Bad guys on
Pero
heels,
mírate
pops,
a
chair
ti.
shots.
Heels, pops, and chair shots. Wrestling's entertainment champions.
what a bunch of idiots, imbeciles, stupid as it gets. Stupid, clueless idiot, a bunch of clueless nuts. Is there anybody here that's got any brains? Stupid, stupid, stupid every day, every night. So stupid. You know, just really stupid. The biggest cutthroat bunch of conniving, backstabbing idiots you've ever seen in your life. That is such bullshit. It's the work of an idiot. Pathetic, really stupid idiots. Are you an idiot? Lost idiot? He was the shits. You will always be seen as a complete failure. The term motherfuckers would have been crossing my mind pretty regular. Thanks for nothing. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, subscribe and like, hit that button right now. All right, follow us on Twitch, SoundCloud, iTunes, your mother's. Like, yo, you know that guy, right? Billy Gunn. He's like, yeah, I remember Billy Gunn. Right? I was like, nah, he's daddy ass. And he's like, what? And then he's like, yo, they just say they were scissoring? And then like, and I'm like, yeah,
That's what we do
that's
now.
what we are. And I loved it.
It's been your pleasure.
You're welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. It is a wrap. All out, all in is all over, and we're headed to all out. All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, we gonna tell them what to do.
Yeah, subscribe and like, hit that button right now. All right, follow us on Twitch, SoundCloud, iTunes, your mother's.
Woo! What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. How we living, gentlemen?
Ay, Dios mío. What's good? I thought you could do a show by yourself, motherfucker. Like, what's good?
The show almost didn't let me hit the button right.
Oh.
All out. How many
Listen.
K's in your drip? And Vince Dot coming soon, gentlemen. How we living?
Bro, it's all over, bro. It's all over. It's over. All in is over. Ricky Starks, his career in AW, pretty much over. But yo, RIP to Psycho Sid, bro. It's crazy, bro. So young at this point. Psycho Sid. I don't know if his work in WCW or in WWF was my favorite, but I just can't get past him breaking his leg. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy.
I was thinking about that the other day too. I was like, damn, the first thing that I thought of was that. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn,
That was probably
and that's why it hurt. Like seeing this, I'm like, yo, he's been through enough. Like shit.
yeah, he's been through it.
I remember Sid just being intense, and that's what that's what was fun about him. That he was intense. Goldberg, Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like yo, he's in his intensity. I felt like knew he was funny. He was a good package. It was a good part of the show. It was a good part of the program. He will be missed. And when
I always liked him.
And when
I was like, Oh, my bad. Shit.
My bad. He didn't go out like on some wrestling shit, like his whole life, like strung out on having to deal with wrestling their whole lives. Right. He was able to step away and like be a family man, which is really cool. But that's it.
Which is dope. Listen, man, the man
after that injury, man, that was that I didn't think that was gonna happen. After that point, and his age too on that was an accomplishment.
Listen, not everybody can do what Sean Livingston did. You know what I'm saying?
Sean Livingston. Oh,
yeah, it's a similar injury.
Yeah, right. It wasn't Sean. Damn.
Yeah, Sean Livingston. You know what I'm saying? The type of player he was before he was on the Nuggets is different, but he reworked his game. And, you know, but Psycho Sid was that big guy. That's been his game. But no, man, I remember for me he stood out because of the curls and the mullet. I thought he was Dominican or something. You know what I mean? The way he used to wear the hair. I mean, I also thought Razor Ramon was Cuban, so you know, gullible me.
Hey yo,
I like his promos. Probably the closest to Jake Roberts when he gets all like very like sinister-ish and like his voice.
Like a combo of Jake Roberts and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, both. Like he'll start slow, then he'll explode.
And like Macho Man, I guess you could say too a little bit, but just more like bigger, right?
Yeah.
Man.
More towards Ultimate Warrior at the end, where he had half the brain that you did, and he was half the man that you are, type of thing. But you know,
he had a bunch of like little gaffes like that in his whole career.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Tangaloa.
Yo,
right?
You saw the newest one for Tonga? That shit is crazy.
Yo,
wait, what?
He got wild with him.
I know he's doing like the silliest shit to fuck up like his debut. He mistimed his debut.
Who?
Tonga.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I gotta show you the clip. There's a clip.
I didn't see it.
So he came out from under the ring and he was supposed to pull the ref, but the ref, like, he pulled him after the 3 count.
I got you.
They played it all.
I see that.
But it was like, yo, dog, like, you were into the ring. Like, this is your one thing.
No, but there's like a video going around. There's a video going around of all his fuckers.
It's tough. He low-blowed Tamatanga's face.
He punched him in the face.
Yeah, he punched him in the back of his neck.
The ring with a towel over his head.
And like overall, like none of it is really like it's not that big a deal. But it's kind of funny.
No, you know what it is.
My favorite is when he holds the belt so awkwardly.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Tangaloa is kind of like a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's the type of running back that he needs to get the ball consistently. He just can't come off the bench and expect him to do normal things. He can't do it.
It's a horrible analogy.
What I will say is though he's gonna have an opportunity now moving forward, being in a tag team with old boy Tamatanga, because as you know, this dude is the enforcer, Batu. So this is his opportunity to step up now. You know, before he was kind of been like a ballet. So,
well, gentlemen. As we were speaking about All In being all over, let's recap it here. All In Fallout. It was a great pay-per-view. Tell me how y'all felt about it real quick, because there are some things to discuss here, including Ricochet's debut. Jamie Hayter came back. We saw the classic with Ospreay MJF. Jack Perry did his thing as well too. He's stepping it up now. Daniel Bryan, of course, winning the big one in the last 10 years, since he won the big one at WrestleMania 30, and now he's in All Out, another company making his big. That crowd was insane. When Daniel Bryan won last Sunday afternoon, or
Saturday. Oh damn, bro! You just went through the whole card with none of our opinions.
What you thought? I hit on dynamite points.
Okay. First of all, what was the attendance? Because at the beginning of the shit, it was empty. And I thought,
man, I feel like those pictures that came out, yo, like they did that shit on purpose. Like as people were filing in, like not even when the show started, type shit. You feel me?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm talking about like while the match was
about that. Like
what I was talking about is like while matches were happening. I'm talking about that it was empty-ish.
Oh, during the fights.
But that happens. But that happens. That happens with long pay-per-views. Like that happens with WWE all the time. The whole like first half. Yo, look at WrestleMania even, right? SummerSlam, like them shits, like they take a while to fill up.
Right.
So it's like boxing matches, right? Like you're there for like the last 3 matches if you're being real. Everything else is like for a different audience.
Well, it's saying they reported over 50,000, and that's a drop from last year. That's like about 30,000 less.
So that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's crazy though. It's still credit to the crowd because once again the main event was wild, right? But I also think it's the performance that was before them. You know what I'm saying? Like how these two men finished tonight was crazy. Once again, Swerve Strickland, bro. I'm still a big fan, bro. He's hitting on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And his beef with Hangman only upgraded on Dynamite last night when he got in his face and pretty much 8-miled him in the last 3 bouts. He stopped out of him 8 bouts.
Pretty much.
But I'm here for it. Hangman and Swerve at All Out is gonna be a classic. Speaking of classic, with Ospreay,
I'm gonna ask.
Did no harm. Him and MJF tore the house down. Tiger Driver hit.
Yo, that shit hit. Is that how it usually hits though? Because that looks terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely a banned move for a reason. But
terrible.
I mean, I'm sure they worked that out because they're talking about it throughout the whole promos leading up to the fight, so you knew you were gonna get it. Just a matter of who was gonna do it, and I wonder how do you just like, let's go over a bad move and let's just put it over and assume everybody's gonna be cool with it.
I mean, listen, when they're talking about his neck on Dynamite with the tape and shit, like, yeah, it made sense because the way he landed, bro, he landed, like el cocote de un pollo, like the neck of a pollo. He landed on that shit, bro. His neck was like this, and he landed on it, bro. That's not normal.
Yeah.
There was no back; it was shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like
Taker and Triple H got fined for their head chair shots at WrestleMania. Their main event at WrestleMania.
You think Tony Khan's fined him?
Two or something like that?
No. When this is the second best match you had on the card, you don't fine him.
I think you have to though, no? Like, don't you gotta like set that stand like president? I don't know.
You find them and then you give them a bonus. Double the amount of the fine.
To offset,
yeah. You're like, yo, I gotta give you this $5,000 fine. Here's a $10,000 bonus for being the best match on the card.
There you go. That's the way to do it. But before we go to Ricochet, like, we gotta stop this bullshit about MJF in the ring, bro, because he's showing he can go. That was a nice match, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially talking about somebody like Will Ospreay. MJF has done a nice little career for himself in AEW. I'm really looking forward to what happens when he goes to E for sure. What does that evolve to?
You definitely see him there. I mean, how do you not, right? Like, how do you not at least?
It's just progressively getting better and better.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable too.
And as both a heel and a face, right?
Right. Well, I don't know, yo. I feel like his face in AEW run, was very
it's anti-hero.
Believable, but it wasn't believable. He's such a good dickhead that I can't take him seriously when he tries to be nice and can't pander to the crowd when he's bullshit.
It's sarcastic.
Right.
What?
It's like sarcastic.
Yeah, it's very sarcastic, but it's too sarcastic.
It's like Stone Cold,
yes,
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
much like that.
But nah, yo, just gotta give him his flowers at this moment because he's doing the damn thing, bro. And remember, we've been seeing MJF since MLW days.
Word.
And it's great to see his progression for sure. He put up a post today actually about his body transformation, and yo, when you look at the difference, it's crazy.
Hey,
He put in that work.
JP. Hey, I'm sure you like what you saw. I'm gonna touch up on body.
You talk about Mariah May.
Oh, I did like what I saw there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dynamite, the little teaser after when Osprey came out after Ricochet's match on Dynamite was fucking dope. Pac coming out and assaulting him right before he even says a word to Ricochet, and just saying, "No, this one belongs to me, Ricochet." Getting back in the line, and then he's dragging him by the hair. Like, it was so cool. Like, probably the best stage promo segment, whatever you want to call it, since I've seen the Mariah May one with Toni Storm with the shoe.
The shoot with the fork and shit.
Yeah, when she goes like like she just does the whole GCW on her.
Pretty much. Yo, I know it's gonna be a nice fit for Ricochet, bro. I think he proved himself during the PLE. I mean, main event picture right away.
I don't know, yo.
Why not? Why not?
I was talking to Mike about it, and shouts to Mike the ref. I just didn't know how we're gonna see Ricochet stand out in the match-wise quality, because now he's gonna be doing more of the shit that we already saw on Raw. And he's gonna get more time, great. But I saw the moveset already, and I've seen the similar moves. I want to see him do more creatively with his character in this run. Like, I know that's there. I know he's like the best. I know he's gonna be doing the flippy shit. I know that's gonna come, and I'm gonna enjoy all that. But just to see a different side of Ricochet, I want to see what comes creatively. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to be story wise, but maybe like booking wise, like make sense for him or whatever. Show me something different.
So honestly, like, I don't think the in-ring situation has ever been the problem with Ricochet. I
Right.
think if anything, the promo, the mic skills are what's left to be desired. So I think if there's any evolution to the character, what's gonna make a main event performer is him on the mic. So what the segment you just talked about, it's a beautiful conduit to allow him to continue to progress and put himself in that situation and in the conversation as well. But I'm sure that's something that's got to be. If we're saying it, they got to be saying it. And you know why? Because he's just Samantha.
Imagine
His fiance is probably telling him, son, like, you know what I'm saying, Samantha.
Yeah. That's who you thought was telling. Okay, you know. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure
that won the argument right there.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Not one nice. I
Not
have
one. Oh, you do have one nice thing right there. Yeah.
My nice thing.
I can't wait till I win it one day. Yo, so Mercedes Moné spent 10 G's on her entrance outfit.
Yeah, let's go there.
Is that why she got divorced? Like,
yo,
you
is it no? Hit me out. Is it like that maybe hubby got upset that she spent 10 G's on somebody else when he gonna give him 5? You know, I don't know. What's the situation?
They both split amicably.
No, for sure. I know. I'm making light of the situation, but 10 G's is nothing light. That's
a lot of K's. That's a lot of K's. Yeah.
Yo, 10 G's for one-time use.
Yeah, I believe it. But is it really her spending it, or is it like sponsored money, or is it like your money from investments or some shit like that? I don't think it's gonna break her wallet or anything like that. Of course.
Well, you know what?
He says cost me over $10,000.
Spending
and it's
money
over
on ring attire is not frivolous. It is an investment.
It's an investment. Yes.
It's not something you're gonna wear on a Tuesday. This is something you're gonna wear to solidify your character and the importance. Yo, robes made people like Ric Flair.
Right.
Like Ric Flair. Right, this attire is of the utmost importance, and that's why you got to check out Foco.com for all your officially licensed merch, bro. It's important to get that attire in order. You got to check out all they have to offer. Yo, bobbleheads. They got mini
Are
big
retired
heads.
too.
They got
That's
They got
retired too,
giant
bro.
little heads. They got all the shit. You got to check it out. They
Yeah,
got
all the heads.
WWE, NFL, NBA, NCAA, MLB, all the man. And then use promo code HEEL10, HEEL10 for a little discount because you know we do what we do.
That was masterful, Mischief.
You know we
Master.
do what we do.
Master.
You know,
All In.
Speaking about knowing what we're doing,
All In was billed and has been billed by a lot of people as one of the greatest pay-per-views.
wow, really,
So,
it's the WrestleMania.
definitely the WrestleMania.
Swerve alone was masterful. The loss to Daniel Bryan was like just chef's kiss.
Yeah,
The story played out beautifully. I thought that this was a very well put together pay-per-view. There were no like duds really.
right.
Although I gotta say,
What do you guys say?
Britt Baker, girl,
Mm.
we looking
Talk to
rough
me.
out here. We looking rough a little bit. Look,
What was rough? Talk to me.
I can't do the shit you do, but it looks like you can't do the shit you thought you could do as well as you thought you could do it. I'm just saying, like, we all in our lane.
Oh man.
Interesting. So it's the opposite of what happened with MJF.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I would say so.
To add on to the Swerve comment,
I see it, baby. Oh, go ahead.
I think I was worried a bit based on how intense his persona is, how he's going to interact with Brian's kids, and it was very tasteful as well the way he went about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it worked. It was enough. It was, you know what I mean. Bree was like pissed. You know what I mean? It was good. Swerve, I'm saying money, and not only Swerve, Prince Nana too on the side, like.
Yo,
I was dying, bro.
can't even say what I think.
You mentioned a Bella in that.
Yeah.
But the other one, Nikki, was to bring it back to Mischief's point about Britt. She mentioned a comment that she was in awe of the women's match and praised it, and says that for anyone that's not a wrestling fan, they should definitely watch that or rewatch that match specifically. That's interesting.
My thoughts are with Nikki right now, considering what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, wow, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like her husband, Dancing with the Stars pro, arrested on domestic violence charges.
Yo, but did the report come out with any information on like the details and stuff like that? Because like
I don't know the details.
some people are also saying that like maybe it's because people are obviously hoping everything's okay with her. They just don't know if she was actually also can't confirm that she was involved.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing. So it depends. Domestic violence could be anybody that lives in the house. You know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't say that when it's about a kid.
Oh,
That would be child abuse. You know what I'm saying? So like, domestic violence has to be either older person, another person, or your partner. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
in the building. It's good, bro.
All I know is
TJ.
all I know is he ain't shit. Any man put his hand on a woman like that. If that is the case, indeed, you trash. And I say it to your face. Sorry.
But
Sorry.
anyway, Ricky Starks in limbo these days with AEW and their long-term plans. It doesn't look like they feel he wants to stick around, and doesn't feel like they have any plans going forward with him anyway. So AEW is gonna lose Ricky Starks to another company, maybe. WWE.
Someone should do something soon. He's good. Like he's good. There's a place for him on TV. So either let him go to do something else or use him. I don't know why he's sitting in the back or sitting at home. Like he should not be here. Like not getting any play.
Word.
Now it's great to like sit in the back and collect a check, but he's probably like in the prime or in the era of his career where he needs to be out.
Yeah.
I think at this point, he, We've seen Ricky Starks when he was in NWA as well. You know what I'm saying? In the studio audience, shining. I think he's just plateaued where he's at right now, AEW. I think it's time for him to make the next move. Now the question is that next move the E? Because the next move,
by the way, 34.
Because if the next move is not the E, then we're regressing. Am I wrong?
Think so?
No.
If the next move is TNA,
I don't know.
I don't know what that bag look like.
He could be a star, and the bag got to be right, of course.
Off of this run?
Yo, JP, if he goes, the better question is this, right? What's the long-term effect? If he goes to WWE, where is he booked? Is he booked against Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso and Gunther and that ilk Solo? Like, he's up there in the card. Drew McIntyre,
Right.
CM Punk.
So you mean
Does he live there, or does he live in the tier under that? Like, is he facing, like, I don't know, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, like that second tier star?
I mean, it all depends on the booking and the type of kind of pop he gets from the crowd, right? But the one thing I will tell you is that's LA Knight's career right there. LA Knight started off at NXT at like age 34. He's now 43 or some shit, and main eventing and opportunities.
I was just about to say, have we had an example of anybody that's come
That's
out?
an example right there. Would I pick that trajectory? Absolutely. Absolutely.
DDP and Luke Harper all both started wrestling when they were 90.
You're right.
But like, I'm not saying that he can't do it.
The one thing about Ricky Starks too is this ring, he's great in the ring. Get your podcast.
Get your ass.
No, but the thing is, bro, like he's money on the mic, bro. So like he's a person that can extend his career no matter where he's at. He could be a color commentator one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but either way, he's a star, bro. He's a star. He just needs the opportunity. I think at this point, AEW, it's run its course. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
I'm just concerned.
Talk about it.
That he's not gonna go to the WWE to face that tier that I was talking about.
Who does though? Who starts off at WWE like that? Nobody really.
All right, let's use LA Knight as an example, like you said. So where was he? He came in and he went right into that second tier, second level. He was with the
NXT. Huh? No, he was in NXT. LA Knight started in NXT.
LA Knight was NXT first.
Yeah.
And
NXT was
that whole modeling thing.
Right.
That modeling crew was not having it.
And then they put the LA Knight shit back.
Oh, Dupree, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, he just came out with his shtick and it started working.
And this is him after him. Like, wasn't he in Nexus or in Tough Enough? Like, nah, that's LA Knight right there. That what we're talking about. That's LA Knight right there. That's Ricky Stark's story.
But I guess you can say he's gonna have a fair chance.
And also think about it. LA Knight was also in NWA.
The problem is that
you keep fucking telling us that he was in NWA.
So he was in NWA.
No, I'm sorry, LA Knight.
I know. Yeah. That's where like we all kind of hit them two and Eddie Kingston. I mean, we had known Eddie Kingston from like indies and shit, but the way he was presented in NWA, like where he had the mic, right. He was able to. I don't know, just that presentation was what kind of. But
round of applause for Through the Fire NWA. Yo, that was a great little. I'm sad that it's turned into what it's turned, or I'm not viewing it as I should, right? Because of the subscription situation. But Through the Fire, that was great, bro. It was nostalgic. It really brought an opportunity to shine to a lot of these talents that we just mentioned. I wish we still was watching that, to be honest. It was great on Wednesdays.
Fastest hour of wrestling.
Remember, and that was during the pandemic, bro.
That shit was perfect.
Perfect, bro.
Yo, speaking of, right?
You speaking of
Alexa Blanchard.
Oh,
you heard she had an interview not too long ago?
Recently? I heard through Chelsea Green's Twitter that she had some interviews going on.
Oh,
She's been on tour.
Chelsea
Yeah,
Green's on fire.
so it's interesting that like people will not let up on Tessa. I ain't mad and I ain't sad about it. But we've seen other people recover in ways. We've seen Hogan recover in ways that,
Yeah.
I don't know
and I
about
know like
recover.
Tessa and Hogan, like I know, I get it.
I don't know about what recover.
What?
No, he has, and but it's his own doing that where he's at again today after recovering.
Okay, that's
He's
fair.
had it. He had a chance.
But Tessa is not. I guess he had enough capital as a star that he was able to
Well, I
kind of,
mean, he's one of the, you know what I mean?
yeah. But
That's
Tessa,
what it
like,
is.
so Chelsea Green came out and she was like, "Yo, ain't nobody feel sorry for your ass." Because Tessa was like, I had suicidal like ideations and, because of her career, her personal life, and I saw that and I was like, I don't feel bad at all.
Can just for the fans, can you refresh what exactly is Blanchard being crushed to the floor for?
She has apparently a reputation as a bully, right? Apparently, just backstage, real like kind of nasty. Everybody spreads rumors and
Racism.
racist comments.
Wow.
I believe it's La Rosa Negra, right? She called her something. She might have called her the N word. I don't remember exactly. Allegedly, but yeah, it was a series of these kinds of events where like people were just fed up, and she's been canceled. Bro, remember she at the time, right? This was the girl that went with Sammy Callahan to,
Hey,
for the
Rose
world
Bubble.
championship.
Yep.
Yo, Getcho, it's not just racist comments though. There's more to it than just racist comments. Not just racist comments, but you know what I mean. Like there were racist comments, and there was a pattern of behavior that was also problematic. Let's just say it like that. Allegedly.
Mm.
But regardless, right? Be that as it may, we're sitting in a place where Chelsea Green, like, man, cut down all that bullshit with your bullshit, and she right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's crazy. I wonder how Dad feels about the situation, or if he thinks similarly.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
he's behind his baby girl. I mean, I don't know. He might be a big
word. He's like, I learned it from my daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Or he might pull the fifth and be like, I wasn't around. I was on the road a lot. Good Lord. Damn. Yeah, didn't she win the strap in Impact?
Yeah, she won it.
Big Sammy, yeah.
And,
First woman, I believe, to do so.
we were supposed to get her in Charlotte eventually.
Yeah, that was a dream. That was a dream, but dreams don't come true sometimes, boys and girls, especially for racists. Joe Tessitore. That's a great segue. No, it's not.
No, we spoke about them earlier, but yeah, we can bring them up again. Beginning
Joe Tessitore,
this
starting on
Monday.
September 2nd, Monday, Labor Day.
Ain't
Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that a bullshit? You debut, your new day on the job is a debut on Labor Day, the day you're supposed to have off. Yo,
I'll be into work the only day I'm not supposed to work.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm interested to see how it's gonna work, especially with his Ricochet. How Wade Barrett's gonna be the guy that he's gonna be countering with, so it's gonna be interesting their back and forth, especially since they both have two interesting voices. Yo, crazy! I didn't realize Joe Tessitore is the voice from Fight Night. Fight Night.
Oh, I played that game.
2004, papi. So if you sounds familiar,
with the right, I'm a
you know, like Fight Night.
Hey.
And every time I think it's the anyway. Yeah, Joe Tessitore. He did college football, ESPN. I'm excited. Let's see what it brings to the table, especially in Pat McAfee's absence.
I love this sports angle, right? WWE leaning heavily on the sports, right? They got these new camera angles. I don't know if you saw the 4-way dive that they took from a top camera angle
That was dope.
against
Yeah.
the
They use it for
judge's
Ron Breaker too. When he does his
Yes, the spear. So like a little bit of that, a little bit the entrances, right? Like when the people come from the back, Jey Uso with his special crowd entrance. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a bitch to put into WWE 2K.
I'm sure
Not
he's
really.
It's gonna be fly as hell though if they could
It's gonna be fly as hell. That's gonna be everybody's entrance.
Word. I'm coming from the parking lot. I'm bringing people.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from the toilet.
That's how my song starts.
Don't change.
I'm the
Yo, but the thing is also when you think about bringing these sports background announcers and commentators in, it also helps legitimize your sports and the argument that it is a sport, right? So it's a great move and it works. Pat McAfee was golden. Now, question is, how big of a fan is Joe Tessitore, right? Because Pat McAfee's clearly a fan. So it adds a different element to the repertoire and the expertise that you can bring to the table.
Oh, let me stop you right there.
Ooh, stop.
This is not
Hammer time.
Pat McAfee. Hold on, do not get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. This is not Pat McAfee.
Ooh.
We are on Raw. Raw is supposed to be the best representation of what WWE is supposed to be. SmackDown is a little bit different. It's more sports centered. It's more pop culture centered, right? Even like back in the day when Paul Heyman ran SmackDown. Remember, like if SmackDown beat Raw, that's a problem. Raw is supposed to be the gold standard for what a wrestling show is, and I think Pat McAfee thrived. And I know he was on Raw, but hear me out, right? Like he thrived in the position of being like the alternative, right?
Right.
To what ESPN had to offer in every kind of way. Raw is ESPN, and I know he had his thing with Michael Cole on Raw or whatever. But the point is, Raw is going to go back to sounding like a sports broadcast. It's going to be a more straight shooter kind of broadcast where SmackDown I think is where Pat McAfee can do his thing and be more flexible. I know he's out till January and I know all that, but SmackDown is allowed to thrive because of its flexibility, because of allowing characters to kind of be themselves and whatever. Raw is the top shelf. This is the prepackaged. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is the button up, the tie. This is the suit. This is like the best representation of what our company has to offer. So Joe Tessitore legitimizes that in the space of ESPN, in the space of like the general consumer consuming a sport, right? Like it's not just the NFL, right? It's also like MLB commentary that is also very buttoned up. Like all sports commentary is pretty like straightforward and straight laced. This duo, I think, emulates that. I think we had to remove Michael Cole from some of this, and Wade Barrett can. This is a position where he can thrive. For the same reason, I think Corey Graves is not a good fit because he's more cartoony, and I feel like this should be more of a straighter laced show. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it.
As soon as this Monday, we're gonna get his first taste of Joe. And
so where's Michael Cole going to?
He's chilling. He's chilling until January. January is when they come back.
Michael Cole's chilling too. I thought SmackDown.
Yeah. I didn't know.
No, yeah. Oh, SmackDown.
Well, remember one thing. SmackDown's also moving to USA, and two, so Tessitore's gonna come in to be the play-by-play guy, isn't he? Corey Graves is a color commentator. Pat McAfee's a color commentator. Wade Barrett is a color commentator.
So it's gonna be Corey Graves and Michael Cole
for
on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Yeah, on SmackDown.
Yeah, until January. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Michael Cole has become now more of an animated person. I think Corey Graves is more animated, more cartoony in his devilish ways.
You know, it's interesting that you're saying the way you're saying that the Raw is the number one and they have to take care of number one. And part of the premise why we started this podcast because Raw fucking sucked for so many years. So I guess this is their way of continuing to fix it. Is the way you're telling me?
Yeah. I think
hands.
Damn. Raw is
We'll
the
see.
New York Giants offensive line. I see. All right.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I don't think anybody would ever be compared to the New York Giants offensive line. I think there's a million other
I
things.
think Dominic Mysterio disagrees with you.
Ooh.
Talk about it.
He would compare his father to the New York Giants O-line. In fact, he wouldn't even fathom the fact of considering him his father unless certain demands or requirements were made. He would have to publicly get on his knees in the middle of the ring in front of me, take off his mask, unmask himself, willingly hand it to me like he's presenting his some sort of offering. What is he, fucking Zelda and shit? And this is like fucking offering the declare that I am the greatest Mysterio of all time. Okay, very heelish. As he gives it to me, he would need to get down and bow to me. I would take the mask and carry on the legacy as the greatest Mysterio that have ever lived. I am not mad at Dominic here, man. He's finding ways. This Logan Paul show, the live where he cursed Liv Alcindor Raw. Like, this is yeah, man.
You know what's grand about the way that Dominic is blowing up is that he's doing it his way, right? Under his terms, he's doing it with his style. Because he's not Rey Mysterio, right? There's a lot of stark differences between him and Rey. And Rey has never been this type of he's never gotten this type of heat. Probably when he took his mask off. But beyond that, he's never gotten the heat the type of heat that Dominic is getting.
Yeah, no way.
He's never touched that. He's always primarily been a babyface.
To come out. That was it.
With the animal?
The Rumble when Daniel Bryan they wanted Daniel Bryan to come out and it was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest heat he's ever.
Right. That was the biggest heat. You're right. That's fair. So kudos to Dom. I mean, he just continues to get better. And his chemistry with Liv, man, is dope.
Dom is coming into his own as a performer.
Yes. Yes.
I think I said it when we talked about the Logan Paul interview, and you kind of mentioned it. I feel like that was the first time we saw him kind of let loose and be chill and be funny and like kind of just I don't know. There was a level of comfort. I don't know if the edible had just kicked in. Like there was just a certain level of comfortability where he was like riffing off of this dude and like corpsing him and this and that. And I feel like he's been doing that a lot on TV where he's not like I've been here, I've done this, I can do this, I can. I'm not just like some dude that popped in and now is being carried.
Right.
I fully expect him, like he's got to be the face of this new Judgment Day, right? Like because the new Judgment Day really comes from Liv and him. If you see it, right? Finn Balor will obviously lay claim to that, but this is the next level for him, and I'm happy to see him get going there. And like he's able to say shit like this, like even like the long-winded explanation of how he expects his dad to like bow down to him and present him this shit on his knees and like just that's a level of comfortability to get to that space to say that bullshit that you're saying about a legend in the business, no less.
Right. And his father, a Hall of Famer,
the only guy in his own words to say to go heal while already being healed.
Right. So it was a turn to a turn to a turn.
And speaking of Rey Mysterio, he's also in the news this week, man. Mentioning JP, what you were talking about earlier in body recuperation and recovery, stem cell recovery, man. If you check out his Instagram, go check it out. Play this video. I can't play it for you here, but he does go into the treatment and how he has been working with this for several years now, and it's making him feel a hell of a whole lot better. And that probably is the secret, ladies and gentlemen. Stem cell research. Look into it, man. That's probably what's helping him go through these matches.
I mean, it's awesome to see that he's doing something about the reality of professional wrestlers of his era in today's world, right? How their bodies are breaking down, and the fact that he is still able to do it. I mean, this man's been doing this shit since he's been walking, right? But I also wonder because of his stature. You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world. That is double the impact for him. Considering his era through WWE, I mean, he was fighting main event matches. He was fighting Big Show. You know what I mean? Like JBL,
Crazy.
Eddie Guerrero when he was like 250. You know what I mean? Like it's wild, bro. Like his body got to be hurting. And so if this is helping, it's wonderful, bro. You know why? Because then we can start doing this for some other athletes that are breaking down, like retired football players. You know what I'm saying? Like it's terrible to see, or boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's terrible to see what these people that put their bodies on the line for entertainment purposes, how their lives end up being. How about veterans? You know what I'm saying? Retired police officers. Like, come on now. This is progressive. This is helping explore other things. Is this experimental?
I believe so.
Man, stem cell treatment is out there, and they've been doing it.
But it's pricey as hell. I bet you.
It's a level up thing, bro. It really is. It helps repair
You got
a
some
lot of
done?
damaged tissue. What?
You got some done?
I wish.
Oh, right.
Them shits are not cheap,
Oh, right.
but or readily available. But I'm glad that he's getting it done. It's proven like to work. Way back, like even Aaron, what's his name? Alex Rodriguez used to get stem cells done, and other injections too. But that's not the point. That's neither
LeBron.
The fact of the matter is that not all games are created equal. You know that, right? You know that not all games are created equal. So you got to check out Smack Talk Showdown. Smack Talk Showdown is a game for the whole family, whether you are a wrestling fan or not, right? You think you can talk your ish, yo, grab the mic and grab a Smack Talk Showdown. It is like what's that card game? Humanity? What is it?
What?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity,
It's
Papa.
like Cards Against Humanity, but wrestling. Little promo wars, yo. You got to check it out. There's really no other way to explain it. You got to check it out.
I know I'm playing it this week.
Right now, boy.
Aha. Aha.
I'm not mad at you. That position by accident.
So, like I was saying,
Man, we're failing as a people.
That wasn't by accident.
this is why we can have nice things.
I will give you a nice thing that isn't quite very nice for someone else. Let's talk about the debut, finally the debut of Vince McMahon's documentary on Netflix coming September 25th. My God, like if shout outs to Vice and to other networks that have probably come up with some variation of their own McMahon doc. They've all been great. Everything I've seen so far has been crazy on Vince, and they've all done great jobs. I'm excited about this one. This one's been talked about for a minute, right?
I mean, I think the most invested part or exciting part about this is that this is the one docuseries, or it's a docuseries, one first of all, and it's also it's the first thing that's come out since the most recent situations, right? So none of those other ones have
most recent situations. Like we have the documentaries have to update with it.
Think about it. Dark Side of the Ring. I mean, they were talking about shit that was happening 80 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is about to. This shit is outdated already. Oh my god! This is a season 2.
The end of this shit says to be continued.
God damn.
That's the last episode.
Nah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see how this looks. I heard 30 for 30 type vibes.
This shit ends going. Y mírame.
If you ever seen the OJ 30 for 30, I think this is gonna be very similar, to be honest. Okay. So it's gonna show you everything.
Directors is the same, or producers.
Ahí está.
Mira.
This is exciting, especially considering Yo, they talked about making the Vince McMahon movie. I remember Bradley Cooper was one of the people that was
Yes.
picked to potentially play the role of Vince McMahon. I wonder after this comes out if that does come out. You know
The
what I'm saying?
filmmaker from Tiger
Not
King
this.
will
Okay.
be executive producer Bill Simmons for the 30 for 30.
Yeah.
So they're tag teaming in this, and yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Let's see
absolutely.
what this is going to be.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing,
Wait, guys.
and I feel quite strongly about this part.
Talk about it.
This came to fruition right when WWE signed the contract to go to Netflix, right? Like this is all, I don't know, influenced by or a part of the deal or whatever. So now WWE has a long-term marriage with Netflix, right? This comes right at the beginning of that. I feel like this is going to dictate, this is going to tell us exactly how WWE is going to treat Vince moving forward. Right? Because this is going to be, if this is like a scathing, like, oh, he's a trash human being, and this is all the scandals, and this is all,
R. Kelly stuff.
then like this is the guy that they're gonna blur out of all the WWE history. This is the guy that like it's done, right? Like WWE is gonna try to erase him from like they're gonna tarnish his legacy if you want to look at it that way.
Well, one thing I would,
and my bad, or right, they're gonna paint him to be like a troubled god, right? He is a god of wrestling. He built this empire from nothing, right? Created this global phenomena, and he had issues. And then you could kind of humanize him in a way and say like, oh, you know, everybody got problems. You know, one day he'll be all right, and we'll be able to talk about it. We'll know how WWE is looking at Vince by the end of these 6 episodes.
well, if you remember watching the O.J. Simpson's the docuseries 30 for 30, yo, if you watch the first half, they did a phenomenal job of painting the picture for you to understand how much of a god O.J. was in that era and how untouchable, and made you feel like there's no way the allegations are true. And then the second half, they give you unrefutable evidence on the fact that he did that shit.
Yeah.
And people still with it. So what?
Allegedly.
So you're saying they probably give you both sides?
Saying though,
I think you
legally,
have to.
of
I think you
course.
have to.
Yeah, you definitely get
I think you have
both
to.
sides. I think
you
what
have
we're
to.
trying to bring in is the focus, or the probably what will stand out more is what WWE's vision would be.
It
right?
says it right there. Mastermind, madman.
Madman, right?
There's gonna be a little bit of both.
There's a duality with what is this man, and that's what's gonna be shown, and that's what should be shown. To be honest,
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you definitely have to.
Call a spade, bro.
He's still trying.
You want your flowers? You're trash. You want your flowers?
Yeah,
You're trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
the flowers could be dead flowers.
you know what I'm saying? That's why Hogan. Listen, that's why Hogan got a black eye. You know what I'm
Black
saying?
what?
You're trash. You got a black eye.
Oh.
Ain't that hilarious?
They say not for everybody, but of course sometimes when they call somebody that created something a genius, or I don't know, for his situation he's a billionaire, whatever, they say you gotta go a little crazy sometimes. Okay, Heath Ledger, when he took his role with Joker to the series.
Nah. No. Please, do not. Let's not confuse Heath Ledger preparing for a role and his mental illness, potentially depression, whatever the case may be, with sexual abuse, like rape. Like, nah, please, nah. I hear you on the genius piece, but I don't think we can compare it to that.
I don't think
Not the
that's
sexual abuse part, but like the him being fucking like just not normal.
being like being renowned in one area and then being a piece of trash in another area.
I mean, isn't he just your typical white collar white man billionaire?
You could have just stopped that white, but
I'm just saying, like, is some of the shit that we're gonna be seeing or talking about another WWE Hall of Famer is going through similar situations and has gone through similar situations and is still running for president. So you tell me.
He has won. And we'll probably, listen, we're not here to debate that. I think it's gonna be a must watch, and we will definitely tune in on September 25th.
It'd be great.
I'm ready.
Listen,
borrow mine if you need it. Let me know.
definitely tune in for us reviewing the series because it's gonna be sensational. Especially with the producers behind it. I'm looking forward to it, man. If you think about what happened with, I'm down.
Get on the Discord, chat.
Yo, look at what they did with Jordan, Jeter. Like, yo, I'm here for it.
Oh, that Jordan one was my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Favorite.
And honestly, if they do it the right way, it's a perfect time for it.
I agree. Indeed. Because it is episode 316. And in honor of 316, I drank my beer already, but I could have another. 316, gentlemen. Wow.
Salute, baby.
Shit. And we're not done. We still rolling. Just like John Cena's not done, and he's still rolling these days.
He rolling up.
But more of a insightful John Cena these days, giving out advice. He assesses what a character needs to be interesting and connected. He brings up vulnerability. A lot of talent they don't like to be looked at as weak or like to look weak in any point or fashion in their characters. Who would want to, right? But he goes on to say that the vulnerability is what ties you or makes that connection with you and the audience. That's what hooks you here, and that's what they need to be more, and they need to embrace that more.
That's acting 101, yo.
Word.
I mean,
my man's is an actor now.
You have to be in tune with your emotions to be able to portray, feelings with a couple lines as tell a whole story, and he's learning to do that. And we've talked about it in the past. He does great in his movies, man. I'm a fan. Everything John Cena has been in, especially the comedic aspect, has worked wonderfully. But even him in Fast 5 was great, for what it was. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in more and more projects. Definitely like him better than Batista and shit, but not that Batista's bad, but Drax was his best character. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know how many more times you can show me Batista in that character now. Marvel's going through the whole
overhaul.
Like it's different now. And
lean on Deadpool.
Wolverine Deadpool definitely cleared that up in the movie this time around. So that's gonna be interesting.
But here's something else that got cleared up not too long ago. We are definitely getting a move. If you want to improve your performance, you're not gonna do it with Wade Barrett. You're gonna do it at the Performance Center. The new WWE Performance Center that is no longer going to live at Orlando, Florida, is going to make a move. Well, psych, it's still going to live in Orlando because we're doing a number two. Two-time. We got number two. And one of them is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is trying to develop itself as a hub for sports, if you will, right? That sphere, I think that sphere is going to become like a new space for NXT. You're gonna see.
I mean, Vegas is synonymous with gambling.
What is it with you?
Synonymous, right?
Hold on, we need a full synonymous. How you say that?
Vegas is synonymous with money, gambling, big prize fights, right? UFC, boxing. So it makes so much sense. Go where the money's at. It's an excellent opportunity. I mean, we've known a lot of talent actually that wrestle. Shooting the Shalom, Chris Bay is from Vegas. Moved out to Vegas to start his career. So listen to Shooting the Ish to find out about that. But so it makes sense. It makes too much sense, especially considering that Vegas is WrestleMania this upcoming year.
Yeah, the Bad Boys, WrestleMania.
I'm trying to go.
I think that this is a wise move. I love the idea of WWE establishing plants, right? And now they've got the Orlando plant. They've got like the southeast part of the map locked in, and really the whole East Coast is pretty traversable. And now you've got this second location in Nevada, which is not far away from Los Angeles,
Right.
not far away from the West Coast, right? Like it's still accessible to the Midwest. It's a really good location to like if you're someone that's interested in being a wrestler and has the opportunity, you're within driving distance now in the Midwest. Like you don't have to upkeep your whole life. You can really make that work. As opposed to like everybody having to move to Orlando, like that kind of sucks. Right.
Well, also remember, like, being that out there MMA is prevalent. You have that, that obviously people transitioning from MMA to professional wrestling. So it's gonna just garner more of that, I would say. And a variety of
right?
you might even get some Cirque du Soleil people to try out. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you never know. It's working in NXT, right? It's working.
It's working, baby. It's working. Like we putting in that working. HPC of the week, gentlemen. Who you like?
This week,
For me,
I pop big with that Poison Rana, bro. Pac got me. Pac got me when he hit Osprey on the top of the stage with that. Woo! Osprey couldn't even say a word.
That sounded terribly, yo, but it looked amazing.
Osprey did a really good job. I think that was just chef's kiss. Also, I mean, I might as well give a shout out to Daniel Garcia. I thought he did a really nice job on his promo as well. Big hype on that. Him throwing the mic, I thought was great.
Yo, direct hit, yo.
Bro, he pegged him with that shit. He beamed him, yo. So it was good.
Yeah,
I was good about that.
My pop of the week was definitely Jada Parker smacking the shit out of Roxanne Perez. The smack that the whole world saw, yo. Crazy. I mean, listen, we gotta be honest.
You noticed, right?
In that match.
At the end of that, she talked to somebody off camera.
Yeah, you know who that is.
No.
Vaquera.
Oh, that's Stephanie Vaquera?
It has to be.
Oh.
It has to be. If not her, Shorty from Japan. Those are the two. Yeah, because those are the two that are coming over, right?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
But my thing is, Jada Parker, like, even in that match to qualify to win this opportunity, she's still like greenish in the ring. She missed some spots, but she's gonna be a superstar. It's gonna come with time.
Remember, NXT is for that.
Exactly. Yo, somebody missed a big spot in this week as well. Crap. No, but yeah. Somebody else. I forgot who it is. If I can think of it, I'll talk about it. I forgot who.
Pop of the week for me had to be Daniel Bryan winning, and then 50,000 yesing, reminiscing of Mania 30 again, all over again. But this time in Wembley. The family was there. Everything was crazy, great, and a great match. Heel of the week is Handman for fucking costing us for the championship. Bastard. But here we are, right? And Nigel McGuinness and Brian.
Word. That definitely was a pop.
Yeah.
Yo, the power of Mariah May's lips. She brought Nigel McGuinness out of retirement with one kid.
And he looked great, bro. I was concerned after the third headstand situation, but yo, he kept rocking it, bro. You could tell he prepared for this return. It was great. Who else would you want to see him fight besides Daniel Bryan?
Really, I'll take Daniel Bryan and then I'll think about anybody else. Like I just want the Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I feel like that's gonna finish Bryan's career. I think that's the end. That one.
That'd be dope. It makes sense. It's poetry in motion.
I do know that was the end for this though. So everybody watching, I appreciate you. That's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. The bad guys putting in that work. You already know. Appreciate y'all pulling up on Facebook, Twitch.
Shout out to Markers on the win tonight.
All of that, you already know.
Are you rock? Are you rock?
10 count of 10 toes. Tell them what to do on the way out.
Rock.